there were ano ba yun? Mga welfare goods that were procured and other bags for the ano ba yung program? Pagbabago Kaday program. So these are recorded in the MOE for the procured items that were related to the implementation of the different programs implemented during the year.
Mr. Chair, dahil po napakalaki po noong halaga na ating pinag-uusapan dito sa supplies and materials expenses, meron na po bang liquidation na naganap para sa mga ito? Na-audit na po ba yung liquidation, lalo na po doon sa mga disaster operations, doon po sa mga bags, school supplies? Natapos na po ba yung liquidation and audit?
Mr. Chair, for the audit of
Mr.
2023, natapos na po namin yung audit. So based on an audit, meron na po kaming audit report and mga findings which are included na po sa annual audit report ng 2023. So which is pertaining po dun sa deficiencies noted on the distribution of welfare goods as also for the deficiencies noted on the Pagbabago campaign program. So we have issued audit observation memorandum, and we also included in our report all our findings on that programs po.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I think COA highlighted something very important. Ito pong welfare goods, which is a huge percentage of the supplies expenses po, ay subject po ng AOM. Tama po ba? Opo. Kung pwede po sana nating makita yon, Mr. Chair, kapag pwede na pong maipakita sa atin ng COA, dahil po gusto nating siguraduhin na gastos po ng tama itong mga yung halaga dito po sa welfare goods at doon po sa pagbabago program, dahil po subjected siya sa AOM. Mahalaga po para sa committee din na ito na makita po kung ano yung findings ng COA. Lalo na po doon sa deficiencies, siguro po sa mga acknowledgement receipts po ba yan, sa liquidation reports, mga resibo, ganun po ba? Sa procurement process po ba yung findings ng COA, Mr. Chair?
Your
Yes,
Honor,
Ms. Kimora.
yeah. For the different audit observations included in the annual audit report, we have already, more or less, it's on like for example, the distribution list of the welfare goods and other items that were distributed to the different recipients of these programs. So if the audit report, we have already submitted to the oversight body of the Congress, which is to the Speaker of the House, which we are, of course, mandated to in, what's this, September, no? Or July, I think, or August, we already submitted. But of course, if the committee would request a copy, we would readily provide you with, even if before the December 1 publication, subject to the, of course, approval of the Commission on Audit Chairperson, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, kung pwede po nating tanungin sa COA, kung pwede niyo pong i-disclose sa committee natin ngayon, how much is the amount in question under the AOM? Ilang milyon po?
Wala tayong amount.
How many hundreds of thousands of pesos?
Guidelines lang naman, ma'am, yung... Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Yes, Mr. Tomawis, you're recognized.
Actually, yung as to the amount po, is hindi namin masasabi na itong amount na to is may irregularity or may somewhat. But then, our audit kasi po is, or audit report is, or this result is pertaining dun sa mga deficiencies observed dun sa existing guidelines. So more on the internal control po ng distribution of welfare goods, yung mga nakita naming may deficiencies wherein they need to improve it para po ma-secure na yung distribution po is talagang nakakarating po sa mga tao.
Pero, di ba po, nakita ko na po kasi yung previous AOMs nyo eh. Mako-compute mo more or less eh. How much is the amount in question under the AOM? Kasi po yung previous chart po, di ba, na ginawa ko po at linatag ko po sa komite. Kaya ko po nagawa yung mga numbers na yon kasi pag tinignan nyo po yung AOM, sa dulo ng AOM, may total amount po yun eh.
Mr. Chair, we usually audit the accounts. Kung, for example po, yung welfare goods. So yung naka-record po sa balanse niya is 176 million. But then it doesn't mean po na lahat po yun is yun yung may irregularities or may something. So kung titingnan po natin, we only base our result on the internal control as a whole for the distribution of welfare goods.
Sige po, Mr. Chair. Once the AOM is available, Mr. Chair, I would like to seek your permission for me to peruse it. Kasi po, medyo malaki yung amount na binabanggit po ng COA ngayon, 176 million, yung welfare goods. And doon po nakita yung deficiencies doon po sa audit findings ng COA pagdating po sa mga supplies. So, Mr. Chair, I think this is a flag that the committee should take a look at. And pag nakita ko po yung AOM, Mr. Chair, I will peruse it and for our committee po. Mr. Chair, I would like to move to the next category, which is the professional services, Mr. Chair. If I may request the COMSEC again to please show previous slide po. Mr. Chair, pagbabalikan po natin ulit, doon sa professional services, same pattern po, Mr. Chair, napakalaki ng pagtaas. Mula po sa 75 million ng 2021 at 56.1 million ng 2022. Bigla pong tumaas, lumaktaw po, more than 3 times to 194 million ng taong 2023, 98 million ng 2024 at 105 million sa proposed 2025. Siguro, Mr. Chair, ang interesante po nating tignan dito ay doon po sa taong 2023, mas mataas pa yung expenses sa professional services kaysa po sa personnel services. So, ibig sabihin, mas maraming externally contracted na mga services kaysa po yung mga personal services na internal na plantilla positions within the OVP. So, siguro po, one thing I would like to flag to COA as well is yung professional services po ng 2023 ay mas mataas pa sa internal or personal services ng OVP. Pangalawa po, Mr. Chair, if titignan po natin yung subcategories under professional services, 3 pong klase yon. May auditing services, consultancy services, and other professional services. Siguro, it would be interesting, Mr. Chair, to take a look at this na bakit po umaabot ng 194 million, almost 200 million, yung expenses ng OVP para po sa externally contracted or professional services, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, again, ideally, gusto po sana